a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion of the tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
The gain moves the ball to a 34.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Direct snap to the back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right. This one caught. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that previous play.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Took contact on the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
On 1st down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Football comes out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. The back's got it. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Handoff in a single back formation. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Important second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They need less than a yard for a 1st down. They'll go for it on 4th. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they hand it off to the back. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out.
Georgia 14, Mississippi State 0.
They begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. finds his target, and it's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Throws to the tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And now before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here.
Georgia.
The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the completion made. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's DeMarco. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Hall.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they'll set up with a PAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Looking for his back. And the receiver's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in his football game.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. Here's the fair catch by the return man. The Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Handoff to the receiver on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Now the important point after attempts. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Lets it go. He makes the grab. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
There's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Back in motion now. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Dogs. And they will claim the second half lead. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be a first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollock, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. The receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
He's brought down at the 20. Brings up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 28, Mississippi State 21.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense operating from the pistol. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pass caught. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass caught, second down now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Back to throw again. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
So an important third down play coming up. A field goal try here would be from 60. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. The shotgun running play call. Unleashes the stiff arm. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Extending the play now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You know, the defense put initial pressure on this quarterback. They forced him out of the pocket, but he breaks contain, gets to the outside, gets out of bounds for some positive yards, but he is short of the first down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. We'll give it to the running back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They could use some yards here on 3rd down. A field goal try would be from 54. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
It's now 2nd and goal.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to